Hello, Frugal Force. This is Captain Frugal reporting for duty again with, another bit of current events, which I don't do these that often, but lately I've been doing a rash, and it's just because I guess things are just coming out that making me think. So this just in news. This came from Bounding Into Comics. I actually seen some tweets from this guy, everything else that been making me think about it. Anyway, this article comes from Bounding Into Comics. Says Marvel Studios Hulk actor Mark Ruffalo claims toxic Trumpism is killing people. And it's by George Reno. Is May 20th, so just yesterday. Mark Ruffalo is no no stranger for sticking his nose into politics and telling you how to think, because that's just right. These celebrities think they know it all. They think they know everything better than anybody else, and definitely better than you, and you should listen to them, because we all know the Hulk is known for being smart. Oh, wait a minute. Just for the record, I do know there's some smart interpretations of the Hulk, okay? I know my Hulk. So anyway, this guy has a hard-on, mad-on, if you will, whatever you want to call it, for taking down Trump. This guy's a nutbag, and we're going to talk a little bit about him. And anyway, it says Marvel Studios Hulk actor Mark Ruffalo once again took aim at presidential Donald Trump because he's a sore loser. This guy has not been able to take it that his candidate lost. He's just a nut for that. He can't get over it. And his supporters claim toxic Trumpism is killing people. Name one case that somebody's died from supposed toxic Trumpism. It doesn't exist. This is just, once again, hype, because this guy is just freaking an idiot. Ruffalo's comments came on Twitter, where he shared a political ad created by Project Lincoln. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about his hypocrisy here, too, as we go on. Just bear with me. So anyway, Ruffalo wrote, some Republicans see the writing on the wall. They are delineating themselves from the toxic Trumpism. Really? Is that the case? Because it looks like things are going to probably go pretty good for him at the rate things are going right now. It's just ridiculous how he buys into anything. He's one of those people that are so absolutely bent on a particular viewpoint that he's blind to everything else. And that's a common problem that can happen between any side. But he goes to the far extreme. The ad was shared to the Lincoln Project's Twitter feed. It reads, "Welcome to this week. Nearly 90,000 American lives have been lost. The virus is still spreading, and Donald Trump continues to deny and deflect, failing the people that he elected to serve." Actually, what about all the choices he has made in doing that? It's not like he could just pull a lever and stop this. Whatever president would be involved during this time has something that we don't exactly have precedent for in the United States. We haven't had this happen before. It's not like all of a sudden we go, oh, we've got a vaccine for it, pump everybody full. No, that doesn't exist. So this whole idea that he's got the magic cure is just silly. It's stupid. So here, the Lincoln Project. Yeah, if you should look into this, you'll see how bent this is. It's just ridiculous. And of course, people like Ruffalo pounce on this. Okay, it says, the video features a voiceover that states nearly 10,000 more Americans will die. 90,000 deaths and growing. Millions more will file for unemployment. Small businesses are dying. We are not testing enough. It's still spreading. Now, there is some truth to this, okay? And by the way, not all those deaths are really directly linked to this virus, just so you know. Millions will file for unemployment. That's very possible. With this shutdown, it's very hard on businesses. Once again, how's that Trump's fault? How is that Trump's fault? Actually, most of this is done state by state, at the state level, I might remind you. But people like Ruffalo don't really understand how the system works. He lives in his own little Hollywood bubble. So, yeah. And how many of these small businesses has he supported? Probably none, right? And we are not testing enough. What are you going to do? Go door to door and force people to test? Oh, wait a minute. That could just spread it more. Once again, not a whole lot of sense here. It continues. Here's what else is coming this week. He will lie to you over and over. Oh, really? You know that for a fact? What's difference is that, by the way, with any politician? He will tweet instead of lead. Now, I don't know about you. I can tweet and do other things in my day. Making a tweet only takes a few seconds. So to think that Mark Ruffalo thinks that a tweet takes that long should make you wonder about his intelligence level here.
How do I spell this? I have to look up every word because I don't understand Hulk Green.
Just ridiculous. He will blame others for his failures. Yeah, you know what? That could be. That sounds like Trump does like to deflect. But you know what? A lot of people do. That's a self mechanism. Not a great thing in leaders. I think owning your failures is an important thing for growth. But also the leftists really like to claim things are failures that aren't and twist things, as I said, like who's really in charge of what. Welcome to this week and the next week and the next until you do something about it. What are you going to do about it? You lost. Do we vote? That's all it is. Lincoln Project claims their mission is to, here it is, defeat President Trump and Trumpism at the ballot box. There is the whole thing right there. The sore loser going, we got to beat Trump next time. You know what? I understand. That's your candidate. Go for it anyway. But talk about misleading and bullcrap. So their full mission reads, this is important, we do not undertake this task lightly, nor from ideological preference. Oh, wait, their first sentence is a lie. How does this not have anything to do with ideological? I can't even say it. I'm laughing. Oh my gosh. I would take that. When their mission statement, the very first sentence in the mission statement's a lie, you can't trust this. Our many policy differences with National Democrats remain. Oh yeah, really? Let's bring them out. However, the priority for all patriotic Americans, notice that, not all Americans, patriotic Americans, must be a shared fidelity. No, wait a minute, shared to the Constitution and a commitment to defeat those candidates who have abandoned their constitutional oaths, regardless of party. Once again, the party they continue to push for has constantly acted against the Constitution. Ask them about the right to bear arms, about gun ownership. How about that? Or how about the right to have patent rights and things like that? Because you did the hard work, and how capitalism, not just pure capitalism, but a mix of capitalism, using those rights have allowed us to prosper and grow and compete and to become better. Oh, but they can't because they don't understand how the world works. Now here it is. Remember, we do not undertake this task lightly, nor from an ideological preference, right? Electing Democrats who support the Constitution over Republicans who do not is a worthy effort. Well, what about electing Republicans who support the Constitution? But you didn't mention that. You said only Democrats. Once again, read between the lines, people. You don't have to read between the lines. It's right here and how they wrote it. There is no support for Republicans here. They don't care. It's completely a Democratic push. Plain and simple. We do not take this task lightly from an ideological preference. But first thing, electing Democrats, not electing politicians who support the Constitution. No, electing Democrats. They are liars. Right off the front. You cannot take these people with a grain of salt. And this Ruffalo guy buys in this hook, line, and sinker, which shows you it is not ideological. Bull crap there that it isn't. The organization includes, ready, George Conway and all these other people here is listening here. Yeah. Who cares? All right, let's look at Ruffalos Past. As we know, he's well known for his political leanings, absolutely, his activism, and strongly we know that he has a big dislike for Trump and his policies. Now look at this. Remember, he's not, not ideological. It's for sport for the right person, right? But back in 2019, Ruffalo revealed he was teaming up with who else? Michael Moore for a 2020 luge. Yeah, there's no ideology here. No, not at all. I mean, if your push is because of this guy, once again, how do you look at this guy and take him seriously at this point? And I'm not saying physical things. I'm saying because his choices that he's made and what he claims. And once again, what he supports. Right after you say, not from picking sides, but first thing, in the same mission statement, you're picking sides. Oh, the hypocrisy and stupidity. Well, anyway, most recently, Ruffalo took issue with protesters wanting to open up the American economy. He questioned, if it makes you wonder what people consider to be good, right, and kind-hearted. He added, what is actually at the soul of America, it's actually good. It's actually righteous and fair-spirited. He answers his question saying, this is perverse. Well, he's right on some of this. There's some good, but there's also bad spirit, too, with certain people, because we're made up of a group of people. There's good and bad, let's be honest, and then there's dumb. Take that as you will. It makes you wonder, and this is his tweet, it makes you wonder what people consider to be good, right, and kind-hearted. What is actually at the soul of America? Is it actually good? Is it actually righteous and fair-spirited? This is perverse. Now, once again, this is an attack on America, if you think about it. This really is. So what's he saying here? And as I said, there's good and bad. There's that in every situation. But boy, if you don't think it's that great, go live somewhere else and check it out and see how it really works out for you. I know some people, well, that's a mean thing to say. You don't like it, get out. No, I'm saying go test it out for yourself. Test it. See if it's as good as you like it. If you like it there, by all means. If not, come back and then realize that no place is perfect, but we are pretty darn good. All right, here we go. Our protest will never be the same. This image is everywhere right now. Same country, but two totally different worlds apart. Oh, jeez. You know, one can argue about Flint, Michigan and water, but there's other things involved in that too. Flint, Michigan's not that bad of a place from what I hear. It is what it is. I've talked to people there, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, Mark Ruffalo loves to always point out any negative and not look at any positive as well. Ruffalo has also tried to shame President Trump. On Twitter earlier this month, he wrote, "Dear Donald Trump, a decent leader would put his attention on those families and loved ones and mark the importance of their grief and loss." He added, "You dishonor these Americans by focusing on your past grievances. Be thoughtful. Just a suggestion. Be presidential." But wait a minute, your past grievances, you still have a grievance that your candidate lost. And that's the whole reason you keep going at him. You joined a group that claims they're impartial, but is 100% partial, but you can't even see it, even though it's in its own mission statement. This guy is a flake. Just a suggestion, Mark Ruffalo. Learn how the world works. Just a suggestion. Don't take Mark Ruffalo as somebody that knows what's going on. Because he did this because Donald Trump did this. This tweet here. When are the fake journalists who receive an unwarranted Pulitzer prizes in Russia, and the impeachment scam going to turn in their tarnished awards so they can be given the real journalists who got it right? I'll give you the names. There are plenty of them. And you know, he's absolutely right. Let's look at that. Whatever happened to the Russia? Oh, they were wrong. They were proven wrong time and time again. Fake journalists that have complete intent to destroy somebody or a political party because they have an ideology slur that goes to one side so hard they can't see how anything works. And once again, I'm not saying Republicans do everything right here. I am not saying that. I'm not a big fan of Trump. I did vote for him. I will admit that. Absolutely. But he wasn't my first choice. I will say that as well. Okay? But sometimes you do what you got to do. All right, and once again, the impeachment scam. How did that go? Oh, that's right. Yeah. See, and the more we come up, where's your disdain against the things that you heard about former President Barack Obama? Oh, you won't hear that because you're nonpartisan, right? In February, Ruffalo spoke to The Independent where he called Donald Trump public enemy number one. Once again, this is our president. He calls him public enemy number one, people. Boy, that's like a traitor to your country, isn't it? Huh. That should make you think of it. He's such a nutbag, he thinks Trump is public enemy number one. Wow. You must have the blinders on hard, Mark Ruffalo. Ruffalo said everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. This dude is standing in the way of anything significant happening in the world as far as climate change is concerned. Because once again, we're going back to climate change. Because we'll prove your facts on climate. Oh, you can't. Because everything that was said was a fact so far about climate change, you've gotten wrong. Dates of, well, by this date, this will happen. By this date. And I'm not saying there isn't any form of climate change, once again. But I'm saying what you claim is fact has been consistently wrong. Because why are you an authority in this, Ruffalo? Oh, that's right. Because here's the key right here, people. People like Mark Ruffalo think they're better than you. They think you need to listen to them because they're popular. They're an actor. Why does that make them any smarter or any better than you? And why does their thoughts matter? I think that we're going to start to see more next election and probably the next few, because there was such a big push on these celebrities and stuff and their opinions. And you look at how crappy and nutbags most of them are. Hopefully there'll be a less importance hung on them. Because if you make your voting decisions based on a politician, I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat, you've got your head in the wrong place. You need to make it based on the issues and what you think is right. Maybe more importantly is that Ruffalo's criticism of President Trump does appear to come from his desire to radically alter the United States of America. Bingo. Right there. Last December, he called for an economic revolution, claiming that capitalism today is failing us, killing us, and robbing from our children's future. I got a newsflash for you. Without capitalism, we wouldn't have anything. Well, yeah, we're just going to and do the jobs that we don't want to do. Because why? I don't know. No incentive, don't need it. Really? How's that worked out? Giving anybody everything they want for doing nothing, and you usually end up with a spoiled brat. Oh, wait a minute, Mark Ruffalo. Spoiled brat. Who would have thought? I mean, these people don't even know how it works. Capitalism is not evil, people. Capitalism is a fundamental theory, and it's an ideology, if you will. And there's good people and bad people in anything. You can have great people in a socialistic empire. You can. You can have great people in a capitalistic empire. Having more of something does not make you a bad person. Money does not make somebody bad. Wealth does not make somebody bad. Without wealth, you can't do good anyway. How can you expect to take care of your fellow neighbor, your fellow man or woman, and help somebody out, help the kids out? What about the children if you can't support yourself? You must first be able to support yourself, and then out of the goodness of your heart, you'll also give and take care of others. But if you can't support yourself, then what good are you? You're a burden on everybody else and a burden on society. And I'm not trying to say it to be mean. People sometimes need help. But with that theory, then if all you do is need and all you do is take, you're not really helping the society any. And once again, people are out there that need help. And I'm not saying take their help away. I'm saying we need people that are in a position that they can help to help. And that happens by forcing more away from them because you think you can do it better does not make it better. It's these nuts that think they're smart. Once again, I said smarter than you. They think that they can take your money, your hard work, your hard effort, and do better with it than you can, even though you earned it. Makes you wonder. Once again, they think they are superior. This is something that you need to think about. That is absolutely true. So what do you make of Mark Ruffalo's recent comments regarding President Trump and his supporters? I'm very interested in hearing that myself. What do you think? I think this is him right here. He's howling and yelling, but he's an idiot and doesn't know what he's talking about. But that's my opinion, not yours. I would love to hear yours. He sees himself like this, and I think reality, he's like this. He tries to hide himself cloaked into a secret, acting like he's just all this caring, but really he's got underlying supports and ideals that he wants to push and make change. He doesn't think you know what's right for you. He wants to tell you what's right for you, just like a lot of these actors are. They're a big sham. He might as well go and go up to Alyssa Milano and hug and become best buddies, because those two nutbags seem to be deserving each other right now. All right, well, that's once again my thoughts, not yours. Once again, leave your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate all your support, and thank you for watching this video. Whew, I couldn't help but make it on this one. All right, thank you for your time. Until next time, keep it frugal. I want to make sure I take a moment to thank the people that helped make this video possible. I consider you producers of this channel and of this show. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. So I'd like to thank Rags, Comic Boom, Pop Size, The Frag Minion, Warren JB, Lynch Nut, David Osenwitz, sorry if I mispronounced your name, and a penny for your dimes. I also want to thank the people that like to remain anonymous and anybody else that has contributed to this channel in the past. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. If you find yourself in a position you can help and you want to see your name here too as a producer credit, go ahead and look down in the links below. There will be a Patreon, a subscribe star, as well as a one-time donation, and you can see your name up here too. Thank you.